You can open your browser and type in tinkercad.com. And this is the website. You can create a login for yourself, or you can check in with your teacher. Your school might already have a classroom on this website. When you log into tinkercad.com, you will come to this page which is called the dashboard. It allows you to see your previous projects, and you can see the menu bar over here. So you can click on create new design, and this will bring us to the building and designing interface. Let's start by giving our project a name. Since this is going to be the hygiene hook, let's give it a name. You can also put your name over here so you know that you can always find this project later on. So let's start by getting to know where are the different tools and how do we use them. This is the hypercube. Moving this with your mouse allows you to move your work plane around, and this is super useful in 3D modeling. If you ever get lost in your way, you can always press the home button and this will bring you back to the basic view. These are the library of shapes that are going to be super useful in building our project. So let's start by dragging in a box. We want the part where we hold the hygiene hook, where the fingers go, to be 35 cross 50 and the height to be 7. And so you will get a shape kind of like this. This has really sharp edges, and that's not good in designs that people have to use with hands because it's not very comfortable. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a radius of 2 and then give it the maximum number of steps we can. And now you might notice that this has a neat bevel edge, so this is going to be comfortable to hold. All right, next we are going to drag in a box and then turn it into a hole and place it right over here. So as you may have guessed, we're trying to create that handle shape where you're going to grip the hook. So let's start by making this dimension 25 and the length 40. And next we want to select both these shapes and click on this align tool. This will allow us to align the box that we want to subtract and our handle. Precisely in the middle. Now that we have done that, we can see by moving around that this is exactly in the middle. If this looks okay to you, then you can select both these shapes and click group. And if this is grouped correctly, you will see a handle kind of shape. Next, we want to go ahead and create the hook sort of design. So what we can do is click on this and click Ctrl C and hit Ctrl V, and this will create a copy of this shape. We can move it over and bring it on the side. We want this to be like a hook, so we want to change this dimension to 35 and this to 50, and this will make it. And now you can see where we will be able to grip this. Next, you want to select both these shapes and align. We want to align them on that side and then select and group. Group is a way of adding shapes when they are placed in a group. If you have a shape that's a hole, then it's going to subtract that shape. Next, we want to take a box and we want to subtract this part so we can create a hook. Let's start by dragging it out. If you need a little more, you can change the resolution of this grid so you have a little more control in moving your shape around. Holding down shift will allow you to move your shape right and left, and holding down control will allow you to move it up and down. So this looks okay to me, so I'm going to select this and hit group. And this will allow us to create the hook shape. Next, I can set my resolution again to 1 mm. Another functionality we definitely want our hook to have is the facility to be able to put it on a keychain. And this is a shape called torus, and you can get that shape from the library. We want this hook to kind of settle down on the work plane, so I'm going to hold down control and use the arrow keys to move it down. Next, we want our torus to be the height of 7 because that's the general height of our hook. Next, you can change the dimension of this tube in any way you would like. I would like it to just move a little bit up. And then this radius to be 5. Perfect. And then you can select both shapes and hit group. We can also add a shape of a paraboloid for the person to be able to use keypads. So to rotate this tool, you can click up here and click in this box and put in 90 degrees, and that will move this paraboloid in this direction. We want the paraboloid to be 10 length, and then other dimensions need to be 7 and 7 for it to fit nicely on our hook. You can move it with your cursor and align it. Make sure you see it from all the views. So as you can see, it's popping out a little bit on the bottom. Make sure you move it, hold down shift, control, and move it up slightly. You can also squash this a little bit to make it 5, and then move it up so it fits nicely. And then group. Select and group. You can also make your hook of any color, but this is not the color of the printed material, so this is just for our viewing purposes. While making this design, you can also give a little bit of thought to, is this hook going to be used by senior citizens? Are they going to use it with their 4 fingers or like 2 fingers? Can this hook do any other functions, like maybe open, can it be used like a bottle opener, or to do other jobs that need touching? When you're done designing your object, you can select the object, hit export, and then select STL or the file in which your 3D printer accepts files. I'm going to select STL. And now this is the file you can use. you can send this file to your 3D printer or use it in your makerspace to get this object printed. Happy tinkering!